Breaking news. Here he is, folks. This is the shooter. There was a shooting downtown in Austin, Texas today at a public library. One person shot, armed suspect. This guy right here, Harold Newton Keene. This is the one that did the shooting. You hear it first on JLR Investigates as we got his photograph right here. An habitual criminal that should have never been out on the streets. He's from Compton originally and has been in and out of the justice system in Travis County, Texas. Prosecutors keep letting him back out on the streets. He should have never been out on the streets. I'm going to share his criminal record, share what police have to say about this crazy shooting. I thought it was a mass shooting when I saw it happen, active shooter, but it was a situation where they couldn't find this guy at first, but found him. Whew, this guy has crazy criminal records going all over the place in Travis County, in and out of jail, but never did significant time. Check it out.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Lee Rogers, LeeRogers, Assistant Chief, Austin Police Department.
Wesley Hopkins, Wesley Hopkins, Chief of Staff, Austin Travis County Emergency Medical Services.
Good afternoon. My name is Lee Rogers. I'm an Assistant Chief with the Austin Police Department. I'm going to give you just a brief rundown of an incident that recently occurred here in downtown Austin. At approximately 12:06 p.m., Austin 911 began receiving calls of a shooting incident at the Central Library located at 701 West Cesar Chavez. Immediately, first responders from the Austin Police Department, Austin Fire Department, and Austin Travis County EMS responded to the scene. Early indications, it was a confusing scene. There were just so many callers as we can expect. As the investigation unfolded, it appeared that we had one victim who was in fact shot that was transported to a local hospital, one suspect who was initially on scene but fled the scene prior to the arrival of officers. With coordination between some on-scene assets and officers in the field, we were able to very recently take a suspect into custody. Currently, I don't know any information about that suspect. All I do know is that this appears to be an isolated incident, not an active shooter situation, but an isolated incident involving one suspect, one victim. That victim is currently in the hospital in what I believe to be stable condition. Do we have any questions?
So we don't really, as the public, need to worry about this expanding to any other problems?
No, this was an isolated incident, and it appears that we do have a suspect in custody at this time, and that's been within the last several minutes. So unfortunately, I don't have any specificity about either the victim or the suspect, because, like I said, this happened from start to finish within the last hour and a half.
And do you know where the suspect was caught?
In South Austin. I'm not sure exactly how far out, but just south of this location.
Could you say where precisely in the library the shooting took place? Was it behind or in front of security, or?
That I don't know. I don't have any information on that scene inside the library, other than that we're currently processing a crime scene within the library.
From my understanding, the library was evacuated. Can you talk about like the process of that in terms of people coming out?
Absolutely. So we do partner and we train with all of our public safety, with fire, with EMS, with police, through active shooter protocols and training. Officers in conjunction with medics and with fire make that building safe, go in, clear that building, evacuate any wounded, and then try to work on effectively and efficiently removing other people from the building in a safe manner.
Was there any indication from witnesses as to how many shots were fired or what type of weapon was used?
I don't have any details on the actual shooting, other than it did occur inside the library.
And there aren't any security measures before you go into the library, right? Like no security checks what you have on you before you go in?
I don't know the specifics of what their security looks like inside the library, no.
And just to confirm, it did happen inside the library on one of the floors?
It did.
And you're not sure which floor?
I'm not sure which floor at this time.
And to to reiterate, the suspect left the library, from my understanding?
Yes, the suspect did flee the library and was taken into custody by APD officers.
You said South Austin?
South Austin, yes.
How long was the suspect on the run before he was caught?
I don't know the exact amount of time, information was coming in as I was preparing to come talk to y'all, so I don't have those specific details, but I do know that we continue to receive 911 calls. Want to thank the public for their help and their participation in Warren, Central Texas, because I know that some of that information came out through Warren, Central Texas, and I know that that may have been generated, some of those 911 calls. We did have a lot of help from our partners at Fire and EMS, as well as the Texas Department of Public Safety troopers here, both in the downtown area and working to locate the suspect in South Austin. So grateful for everybody's help.
Go out as like an active shooter case, because sometimes those people panic with that quote active shooter.
I don't know that it was dispatched as an active shooter or not.
Did a shelter-in-place alert go out to people?
Yes, a shelter in place did go out.
What time?
I'm not sure exactly what time that shelter in place went out or exactly what time that was lifted, but it wasn't lifted until we had already secured the scene of the library.
And how severe is the injury to the person who was shot?
Yeah. So there was one patient that was taken to the hospital. Austin Travis County EMS had their first units on scene in 3 minutes and 50 seconds. That person has serious but not expected to be life-threatening emergencies. During this call, Austin Travis County EMS, just because it was in a public library, did upgrade it to an active attack call, which meant that you saw a very robust response. That's why you saw we typically send a good amount of ambulances, single unit responders, and command elements out to this call. Just because the library is so large, we want to go in with the Austin Police Department and make sure there's no additional patients, but we did not find any.
Thank you all.
The suspect in today's Austin Central Library shooting is Harold Newton Keene, a repeat offender long protected by Travis County's revolving door justice system. Just after noon, Keene, the person you see on the right, fired inside the downtown library, injuring one man and sending terrified patrons running for cover. The victim suffered serious but non-threatening injuries. Keene fled the scene and was captured an hour later in South Austin. This was not Keene's first violent incident. Back in April, Keene lured a man outside a day labor staffing office on Airport Boulevard, just steps from East Side Pies, then pulled a gunmetal gray revolver from his jacket and aimed it inches from the man's face. The victim told police Keene asked, "Are we good?" before raising the weapon and lunging towards him. Security video later showed the man dropping his gloves and bolting for the door as Keene advanced, his jacket flaring open just long enough for officers to see the revolver in his hand. But even that wasn't Keene's first turn of trivial dispute into violence. Just a year earlier, inside the Travis County Jail, Keene snapped over a chess game, punching another inmate in the face and knocking him to the floor inside as surveillance cameras captured it all. The victim's nose poured blood. He was rushed first to the jail clinic and then to the hospital with a confirmed fracture. All of it captured inside a secure county facility. Yet, prosecutors later dismissed the assault, citing that Keene was receiving treatment through felony probation, a decision to let him walk free. Today, he shot somebody in a public library filled with families. And he has quite the record. Terroristic threats, the library shooting, assault, prison assault, fraud, possession of controlled substances. He's all over the place, folks. He's also from Compton, California. Shouldn't have been on the streets. What do you think? Police speak. This guy is now behind bars. Will he be let out again? That's another story, folks, considering it seems like in Travis County, Texas, Austin area, prosecutors there are not tough on crime and let these violent habitual criminals continue to be out under restorative justice, or, oh, they need rehab instead of incarceration. This is sick. This is insane. And someone got seriously hurt because of this. Now, keep an eye out on this guy here. We'll find out if he gets released back on the streets. I doubt it, but who knows how much time he'll get, considering it's Travis County. We spoke about this county before. We're praying for the victims' families. Kudos to law enforcement, first responders, and everyone that apprehended this violent, dangerous criminal. But we have a problem in America in a lot of these jurisdictions where these criminals get let out of jail or out on bond when they continue to commit more crimes. Out on parole, probation, they should have been in jail, should have been in prison. Here's another case, another example. We got our eyes on Travis County, Austin. I am JLR Investigates. We will talk soon. Stay tuned.